What is going on, everyone? Badger here. Sure to like and sub, and let's get into this. In the case of saying the quiet part out loud, just in case you were wondering, yes, Doctor Who has become a 100% self-insert for Russell T Davies to essentially just do his gay, trans fantasies, ideology in every single episode and with all the characters. It's not about telling good, entertaining stories. Again, they are enemies of heteronormativity. Jinx Monsoon went out talking about how heteronormativity keeps them all in the shackles. And yeah, they don't like us. They don't want us. And they've said it multiple times. They don't want you watching your show. Straight white men, show's not for you. Where have you heard that before? So, and they're listening, by the way, in every way you could measure, in every way you could look at a metric of who watched this, it is less than the last year. And boy, are the simps for this. Oh, what about real BBC player? What fucking about it? It accounts for 15% of the British population, and their ratings were shit on that too. So people don't like it, and being on Disney Plus is not helping it. So here we go. Doctor Who showrunner Russell T Davies gives Collider interview admitting he turned the show into queer self-insert. After the complete failure, and failure it was, of the new Doctor Who episodes Space Babies and The Devil's Cord, a bit on point too. Also in this interview where Jinx Monsoon said they don't remember selling their soul to the devil, but it feels like they did. A little on point. The cast and crew of the BBC turned Disney Plus show have gone on record trying to do damage control and yet also oddly gaslighting the fans about its perception. Russell T Davies went to Collider to pitch his narrative that identity politics supersedes everything and said some insane things that show his intent has nothing to do with making the current iteration of Doctor Who a great show. Prior to the new episode's launch, when they're, for some reason, yes, they're calling this season 1, so they've just ignored all the previous history, and they're saying, this is it, season 1. Even though Doctor Who is a show that's been around for 60 years, Russell T Davies and Ncuti Gatwa did a press tour to burn bridges with fans. The content of the interviews consisted of Ncuti Gatwa telling viewers not to watch, if they're offended by direction changes, and implying they're bigots trying to change his narrative of white mediocrity. And we saw that and touch grass, and like no amount of touching grass or sunshine makes it a better show or the ideology less obvious or off-putting. Meanwhile, Russell T Davies made it clear the show would put extreme leftist politics over quality. Even the sonic screwdriver suffered because it was considered too much like a gun, which is ridiculous because if anything, it looked like a lightsaber, not a gun. But I digress. And so it became the ridiculous redesign that fans online mock as looking like a sex toy. It does. He claimed that the show would venture into pushing the LGBTQ agenda and pro-abortion messages, and made multiple statements that he would knowingly upset the fans because they love doing that. First of all, they've learned that it's the only way they really get attention. As Critical Drinker has deemed it fan baiting. Yeah, they do it a lot. After Ncuti Gatwa went out and said, it's sad people aren't watching the show, literally after telling fans to tune out, now Russell T Davies is going further, as apparently he feels he's invincible with the new episodes. Collider interview opened with Russell T Davies going on about Star Trek and specifically how Discovery and Strange New Worlds are his inspiration. Those are literally these Star Treks that have caused Paramount to almost go out of business, forcing them through 5 and 2 seasons with no one watching. I love the old show. I always watched the old show. But when Star Trek Discovery came along, I finally became a proper fan. And now I'm devoted with Picard and Strange New Worlds. Oh, yeah, I'm sure. And frankly, the fact that I'm not married to Captain Pike is a major problem in my life. And I look to you, Collider, to put it right. I love that. You can't just like someone. You have to be gay with everyone. And yeah, oh God, he's beautiful, handsome man. And what a great name. He also revealed that he loves them for their agenda, something Star Trek fans hate, saying there's something so 2024 about them. Bro, you gotta fucking stop. We won't stop until they won't stop until they're all fired and canceled. Unfortunately, they will 2024 the shit out of everything. That's just, listen to them when they tell you this. The interviewer then boasted about how she was queer, of course, and asked him about putting the agenda into the shows. It's almost not that deliberate. That's just the life that I lead. Yeah. Confirming Doctor Who is really now about a self-insert, like so much bad modern writing. Even though fans know it feels forced with its terrible dialogue, shoehorning political topics into every moment of Doctor Who, Russell T Davies continued saying, it just feels natural. This is the world. It's 2024. We're all embracing it. No, you're embracing it. all the rest of the world who is still straight for the most part, over 90% of the world straight. That's what heteronormativity is. So when you say heteronormativity is toxic and you hate it and you want to get rid of it, well, you're saying you want to get rid of 90% of everyday people. And you certainly did that when you told them not to watch your show. He also doubled down on a grooming agenda of children, which he said was part of what he wanted to do in Doctor Who. In previous interviews, we now have people who can come out in schools and be happy and thrive. Which when I was, there's such a difference between coming out as gay and transing up a kid who's confused about their gender. And I don't think he would know the difference. Finally, Russell T. Davies confirmed he'd be bringing back the transgender Rose for the new show's season finale, much to fans' chagrin. Even with poor ratings and fan reaction, Russell T. Davies is proud of destroying the Doctor Who legacy with extremist politics and evil gender ideology. His hubris is sheer. Do I have it? I'll say, do I have it? Oh.
Sheer fucking hubris.
Yeah, of Russell T. Davies is proud of destroying the Doctor Who legacy with extremist politics. Yeah, so I don't know, man. Good luck. The ratings are, nothing can stop me. I'm all the way down, so it's only going to get worse. Let me know what you think of this. After those first 2 episodes, are you going to watch any more? I saw Alan Ing from Film Threat say he had never really watched any Doctor Who, but he watched 2 episodes of the new season 1, the right, because it's starting all over. And he watched those 2 episodes and he didn't get it, and he won't be watching more. So congratulations. It really does sadden me that, much like when people saw Halo on Paramount Plus, a lot of people thought, ooh, this is the game you guys like? It's like, no, this is nothing like Halo that we've been liking. Well, I think the same thing's about to be happening to Doctor Who, where people will be watching Doctor Who, the shooty Doctor Who, and be like, oh, this is the show that was so popular, where everyone's trans and gay and being weird and racism this and a toxic white male this. Nah, not for me, bro. So, just at the end, like all things that they touch, they do a disservice to the things that we love, and we are left holding the ashes. Let me know what you think of this. Make sure to like, share, and sub. If you have done that, thank you. If you're going to do that, thank you. And
well, bye.